what else do you have? Not really much, right?
Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot left afterwards. So maybe he'll get those beautiful step backs, get some good snipes from range. It's gonna be, I think, a pretty good tricord, right? I mean, we're looking at, I love the synergy of this heroic lineup. I feel like they got a perfectly good mix of damage, some BKB piercing lockdown, some save with the Tinker, and then you also have of course, just overwhelming damage from, I think, all 3 cores. What doesn't this lineup do? I think they even push tower as well.
Yeah, no, it seems very solid. I will say, though, BB team, they're also solid. I think the X factor is really going to be Sniper this game. How successful is his lane going to be, and how successful is his mid to late game going to be? Because he can be the one making all the difference, whether he stays alive or just dies like a like a sniper sometimes does.
Like a sniper sometimes does.
The other upside as well for Sniper into the DK is that he just has his shrapnel, right? Making it very hard to go for the tower pressure as a DK, and also giving a lot of kill threats.
The battle begins.
See runes. Oh, there's a few fights going on. I mean, they've already gotten 3 runes here for heroic, so instantly a good start. They win the game by grabbing 3 runes.
Yeah, nice start. Actually, a bit surprising they were able to get that extra rune bottom, considering there's a monk Jakiro gear. They're not weak.
No, not at all. I mean, Jakiro in every way pairs very well. They both hit kind of the same timings as well. I think Jakiro is a lot stronger level 1 and 2 now, thanks to the changes on Liquid Fire. But both of them level 3 feel almost impossible to lane against sometimes.
Yeah. No, I would have to expect some wave pulling coming out from Matthew in this lane.
Looks like he might start doing that just now.
Yeah.
Oh, and blocks the small camp, yeah. Making sure that he just blocks. Oh, doesn't get the block on the hard camp.
Get the connector.
I think he does, yeah. Just connects on the range creep. Oh no, there goes a melee as well.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah. And then they bring the rest of the wave over, so both of these creeps will get denied. Matthew not going to get near as much as he expected out of this one. That's really rough. Really, really rough.
Yeah, not the best start for Heroic in the bottom lane.
I think in any lane. I mean, Sniper's doing okay, still getting a lot of creeps denied. Poor Whisper barely has anything going for him. At least there's something coming from Yuma there, battling it out with the Bristleback, but even so, this Sven hero does take a little bit of time to get online. You're going to have, if you have a good laning stage, get that Mask of Madness pretty early, then the Echo Saber. You'll be farming well, but I don't know if your fight participation is going to come online until, you know, minute 25.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be the Mask of Madness, Echo, and then the Blink. So that's going to take him a while. And then so that's why they're going to have to rely on the Sniper and playing around him, especially with the Clockwork, right? Magnus is also going to need the Blink Dagger to like really be useful. So BetBoom has potential to you know, get some snowballing going based off these lanes and already.
Oh no! Yuma already going down for first blood. Oh, he said an aggressive laner, this Ringmaster, and he is taking it to the Sven.
Yeah, 575 damage. He does so much damage, this damn hero.
Oh no, and then he TPs into the deny as well. Good lord. At least, I mean, again, Yuma is a very good Sven player, and he had pretty much the hyperbolic time chamber of training yesterday on Sven. That game took a long time to win, and it was not easy to start. Really had to make some good map moves, good farming patterns. So if anybody can make this game work, I'm sure it's him.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely one of the best Sven players out there right now. Him and Mickey, I would say.
Probably, yeah. And you'd think that, like, KJ would be doing really, really well, but the way that this Ringmaster plays, you're not really stepping in the March of the Machines. You like to get that double value. Everybody loves it. Are you getting 2 people in your decays and your dual breaths? KJ, he's really only ever going to get 1 person, and it's him.
Yeah, for sure. And the Ringmaster is a pretty fast hero. He trades well, so Tinker obviously is a pretty strong trader as well, but he has to kind of rely on the March. And if you don't have anything, you know, actively forcing the enemies into the March, then it's like you can play on the downtime pretty effectively if you're the Ringmaster on save here.
For sure. Now, CS is starting to get just a little bit out of control for BetBoom. My lord. Really well on the Monkey King, really well on the DK, and Poor Mag. Just hasn't really recovered from that first connection in the pool.
Yeah. It's rough when it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna go for more wave pulls, but it's against the Jakiro. It's so annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, now, look, you're able to trade between either your Frost Breath or your Fire Breath, and the Frost Breath always so good at trading versus individual heroes. So it makes these pulls even worse to try to get done here.
Yeah, such a good change for Jakiro. Oh, double.
Oh
TP.
my god! That's about as close as a
Magma
Rainbow
TP as
TP as
well.
you can get early on. They do. Oh, hit him
Oh
with the
my
miss
God.
chance. GPK under the tower. He dies. KJ, the most value laser in the world.
God damn. Clutch TP. But that's also a TP from Whisper, mind you. So
Yeah.
pretty costly in the end for Heroic. But obviously getting that, you know, saving analog and getting GP, you can never be too sad.
No, not at all. I mean, he just wasn't able to hit.
Because all GPK is like, ah, screw it, I'm gonna try. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, I don't think he was going to get it anyways, but that headshot couldn't have felt good either.
Yeah. But I mean, analog, he didn't have the, like, he doesn't have a dominating start in the mid lane at all against GPK right now.
Yep. Still having
Which
to go
is-
back, heal up.
Yeah. And, you know, that's really what you want when you pick a sniper. You want to dominate the mid lane.
Yep. And this is just so much. Like, I look at this lineup, and this is exactly what BetBoom want to play around. Every part of this feels really comfortable for them, and now they're sitting at top 3 CS. They know how to play this map. If they get a lane win out of this one, everything is going to close in on Heroic. They need to make some moves, even if it's back to the mid lane, if it's back to help Yuma, something needs to happen to change the status quo right now. Because Yuma could die here. Miero getting plenty of damage done here, trying to jump around on Yuma. Looks like he'll barely get out. Now the TP's coming in. Matthew the one to maybe slow him up for a second. Even in the cogs, Miero just going to stand his ground for a second. No more mana on him. Does he even need it? Yuma wants to get in so he can at least get part of this kill XP. He will. It's a big TP again, only for 1 kill, but at least your Sven is still alive.
Yeah, really big TP from Matthew. Not only saving Yuma there, but securing that he can stay in the lane and farm another wave or two. Really, really big. But Analog is getting actually completely bullied out of the mid lane. He's actually afraid to show himself whatsoever. And now
wild.
GPK is going to start to pressure on his tower here in a moment.
Hey, he went a corrosion. This is an item that typically is for your lane trading, trying to dominate right now. Looks like, oh no, he's trying to dodge, does get stunned up. Now he's gonna get whipped. Poor guy. Yeah, he doesn't live through this one. They brought everybody to try to kill the sniper.
really
They
bad.
get it, and no protection for him right now.
Okay, Matthew in trouble too. Spell does so much damage.
Oh yeah. And dude, I do not think the Clockwork is a counter to the Jakiro anymore. Just able to instantly eat those cogs up. And oh no, it's Wisdom Rune time. And everybody is around here. Whisper's not able to get it. Here gets this one. I think they already had gotten it bottom. What a disaster right now for Heroic.
Yeah, I mean, this sniper is getting so bullied, and Pure as well. I mean, Whisper had to help the sniper out in the mid lane, but they still lose the tower and they lose the Wisdom. Like, Whisper is so weak, he cannot contest the bottom area, and it's way too many things at once right now for Heroic. 2k lead, top 3 net worth for BetBoom, double Wisdom, tier 1 mid in 7 minutes. And, you know, we discussed it. Like, Heroic lineup is pretty slow. They're gonna need time to really get online. Yuma is gonna need his items. They're gonna need a blink on Whisper. And if Analog is not even keeping up the pressure, you know, buying them the time that they need, it's already looking kind of rough.
I mean, trying to go for a blink here on Whisper. That'll be his way to get back into this one with his team. I get the sentiment. Get one item, try to fight early, because that's exactly what Pure and his team are going to bring to you.
Yeah, it is, but GPK is gonna get his blink faster, and now Analog is stuck jungling with a, like, as a corrosion sniper. Doesn't feel good.
Oh, you would much rather that have been a javelin or something getting closer to your maelstrom. But I mean, that's too many heroes in the jungle. I mean, Whisper's not even a hero that loves being in the lane right now. You have 3 heroes that really want to be hitting some of those ancient creeps.
Yep, For sure. And your jungle is gonna shrink, you know. BetBoom are not gonna stop right now. It's gonna be this monkey ready to connect to everything. Vanguard, BB, and the blink on DK. So
yeah. At least it is maxing out the Empower for the Magnus, so he's gonna at least help hopefully get some good farm. They're TPing up everybody. I think they saw Karaomi, but he has a ward here. He sees everybody encroaching. They also know that Pure is around. He's getting on top of Analog. Gonna get bubbled up for a second here. Wants to turn around, but they don't see him. They're gonna have to use the RP on the Bristleback on the other side. It's under a tier 1 tower, but how much can he really get done? Analog shows himself again. He's still in the ward, thankfully getting the kill on the Bristleback to start, but they're still gonna lose Whisper on the other side. GPK feels way too strong. Now they're fighting in the Wukons. KJ trying to escape. He doesn't have a laser for a long time. At least he's got some protection with the bubble. I don't know if this is gonna be enough though. Analog having to run back into the Wukons the other way, now into the welcoming arms of a Jakiro. There's no hope for him. There's no hope for KJ. That's gonna be 3 gone. And BetBoom, they'll certainly take this tower. Once again, I beg people, do not sack so many heroes at your tier 1 safe lane.
yeah, I mean, it's a decent attempt from Heroic overall, but they read the move completely, but they're just not strong enough. Like, Pure shows up, he's so strong. He's got his Treads and Corrosion, and you can see they're throwing everything on Miro here, eventually killing him, but then what? You don't have anything after that.
Yep.
You see, GPK can tank this tower for such a long time on the BK.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping it. It feels like Pure even feels really strong right now, despite
Really
Monkey
heads up
King's
there,
early
but
shouldn't.
going for the sniper instead. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, he's allowed to go so aggressive right now, and it feels like there's no downside.
Yeah. Just like, you don't have the punish, right? Analog, he doesn't have the items to pump up the damage, and Matthew, no hook shot or anything.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't see it. That's a sad existence for a Magnus getting ran down by Miro.
Yeah. It's a really tough matchup overall for the Mag playing into the BB. You don't have any way to protect yourself. Even if you get the skewer off, you're not gonna create enough distance in the early game.
He's going for a Shadow Blade on the sniper. Once again, just trying to find items that can get him in early. And yeah, that is Blink Reveal on Matthew. Poor guy's still level 4. Looks like he will get away though.
Oh no, one more time.
No! Oh! That's a Magnus. That shouldn't be allowed.
Well, who can stop him, really? Like, is Analog gonna TP him and stop him? I don't think so.
Ugh. Oh, I don't think so.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, they're controlling every single creep wave on the map right now, and the jungle.
Dude,
So
Jakiro
impressive.
even got that camp with the fryer or the fire drive. That's awful. I mean, this is just this is really blown up. 6,000 net worth lead at 12 minutes. That's pretty much the mass stamp of approval, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this for BetBoom, and I think like there's no urgency to like really change anything if you're BetBoom, right? The onus is on Heroic completely, but who's gonna make the plays? Whisper, he needs 1.2k for his dagger, and Analog is not gonna be able to play make at all. So I think they're just stuck farming for another 3 or 4 minutes at the very minimum.
Yeah, I mean, they need so much. And poor Sven, I feel like his net worth is now starting to feel really bad too, just because like he can't get going on the map. He can't go and extend to these camps. He's stuck sitting around for 20 seconds maybe of his farming patterns just because he can't go to another camp. It's too dangerous.
Yeah. So Pure, you can see how cocky he is. Not fearing anything. He knows that there's no blink on the Magnus and there's no hook shot for the clockwork.
Karaomi has like so much of the map. He's hitting a tier 2. He is still level 5. And oh my god, that is so much damage! Jesus Christ, Pure. I'd probably get Matthew too here. A little bit more damage. No, looks like he'll barely get out of this one. Every single hero on BetBoom feels so damn strong. And oh no, Matthew tried to get the TP away. GPK will get the kill. This is behind a tier 2 tower. I cannot emphasize how insane this is that they're allowed to do this.
Yeah, I mean,
They're so damn farm.
trying to see the possibilities for Heroic, but maybe they can get an RP on Miro here. Analog is patiently waiting.
Oh my god. Oh, there's a skewer available. Whisper is really holding his breath on this one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now they have wards. Yep. Good D ward here. Kind of taking away the last bit of safety you found because there's another wisdom rune coming up. They could lose it again and not see a single wisdom rune in this game if they're not careful.
Matthew's still level 5.
Okay, good cogs, good cogs.
Nice.
Oh no, he can't stay. Oh no, he can't stay. Dude, Miero gets another one.
Dude, this is level 12 Bristle. Well, Matthew is level... Oh, he just hit 6 on clock now, but still out-leveling him by 6 levels.
Right now, Blade Mail getting ready for an SNY Miero. It's getting to the point where there's so many items, so many levels on this BetBoom team. I don't know if the items exist right now for Heroic to get the damage they need to chunk through these 3 huge cores.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna need a lot, and they're gonna need it fast, like some super duper skewers with his dagger.
Yeah, no, super duper skewers. That's got to be it. Actually, does he have the blink dagger?
Nah, he's still 200 short.
Well, that's a problem.
I mean, it kind of just goes to show like how bad of a game Whisper has, and also Matthew, right? Considering the fact that the wave pools failed bottom, obviously that's a very tough melee matchup, right? Minus Clock versus Jakiro Monkey, but with some better, outcomes, they could potentially have a dagger 2 minutes sooner. The hook shot for sure, like minutes sooner. And then the game looks different, but also like overestimating the sniper, perhaps. Like couldn't really get anything going against GPK. Even though he got that kill, it's not like they are being the oppressors. It's kind of like, oh, GPK is diving my tier 2. That's how we killed him, right? It's not a good sign.
It was an interesting build too. I didn't realize that versus the DK you'd still want to go for that Orb of Corrosion. They get the shard now, giving Spotlight over to the Rainmaster, as if things couldn't get any worse.
Yeah. Already Pav is finished for save as well, so if there's any chance of bursting somebody, it's now slimmer.
Boy. So now, walking up the high ground, they are going to get a Cogs back. No, he was able to get forward enough. So he's alive, and for Matthew, he is not so alive. They just have to leave everybody. Oh man, they even forced the wave versus the bots.
Yeah, no way you hold this tower if you're heroic. You just have to farm and pray. That's a Deso finish, by the way, for Pure as well, so a lot of minus armor coming out.
Wow, that is not an item that you see often on a Monkey King.
Actually, really liking this build, the Echo Deso. It's going to be so much damage, so much burst, and obviously the synergy is there as well with BB and BK. This is a nice play.
Okay. Hey, that's the start of something beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Kataomi, but still.
Yeah.
That's the best you've gotten in like the last 10 minutes.
Now you got to get something to get you guys up, and yeah, the Orchid now finished from the DK, so things are only looking worse with this Deso. Maybe there's some fragility in Pure. Sure, he's got big damage, but killable.
Definitely possible, but you would need to get a 6 skewer though still.
Yeah. Honestly, by the time that he skewers, I think he's dead. Pure hits him twice, and he's at half HP.
Look at the minimap. Like, where are heroic heroes? They're so scattered. They're playing the sides, and there's just not. They can't gather resources properly. And
yeah, I mean, thankfully, TK isn't the worst hero when it comes to like split pushing. He can get some done, but it just means that he's gonna be farmed, and the rest of the team can still just play scared.
Yeah. Nice read by BB, of course. Understanding that Heroic is playing so timid, they're just going to go straight into Roche.
And now the Deso is really good.
Yeah, if there was a chance to kill Pure, it's going to be really hard with the Sages. It's going to be
I love this.
Complete maniac.
Yeah. No, I think that's literally the only thing that his build was missing, was that he was still able to be killed. Now, even if you kill him once, what's it matter? Because you will die trying to kill Pure once. It's not a question.
Yep. And Heroic, they're stuck camping this Hillborn here, but yeah, we'll see if BB is going to give the fight to them. And even if they do, I'm not sure. It's not that even if they get the area for Heroic, it's like they're still going to need so much to make it happen.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh, Midas from Analog. That's something, I guess. They're able to stall a bit.
Wow. Yeah, no, I mean, itemizing
I mean,
for
I'm not
late.
against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they have to aim.
They have to
They
take
have
aim.
to aim late. Yeah, they have to take aim, exactly. Take aim for the late game.
Every sniper's motto. Whenever they're sitting on the high ground, 20k net worth down, but they're still poking away. Man,
Well,
Yuma,
Yuma
I mean, he
is,
doesn't want to show on the wave, but he's just like kind of going back and forth between still like inefficient camps, but at least he's not dying.
Yeah, he found a pretty good spot. Like, where else would he be farming right now? So
Yeah.
it's also key that he's not going for the creep wave, because if he does, then he might die, and
Yeah.
second of all,
Dire's bottom tower is
They will
has
at
to
least
TP
find
out
to
of
push
it.
him out. Yeah.
yeah.
No. Well, Pure on the hunt, just trying to find anybody around. Honestly, you got to give Heroic just a slight amount of credit that they have managed to dodge the last few moves. As soon as this Aegis came out, they haven't really given a chance for a big fight. They've been trying to just anchor under the wards. I'll say that's pretty disciplined for what we usually see from this team and other Dota teams when they try to come back from behind.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not easy as well, right? So you don't have any meaningful vision. You're just gonna have to completely play on instinct and intuition.
Yeah. And Whisper. Forcing rotations around, giving some net worth. This has been a difference in loss of 1,000 for BetBoom so far on this Aegis. I'm not just talking it up. I feel like Heroic, this is the first time I've been very happy with their map moves this game.
Yeah. But Whisper's still in trouble here, potentially. GPK is coming.
There it is. Big stun, big damage,
Orchid as
even
well.
having the Orchid. So, yeah, he doesn't live through that one.
And now you don't face the threat of the skewer, so you can just walk up to high ground with your Aegis monkey.
Yeah. Hell, they could even just drop Wukong if they really want to. It's
Dire's middle
not quite a banner, but still something to protect them.
Matthew in a pretty interesting position here. Maybe setting up a backstab here.
That's
Great
an
stuff.
interesting position. It's the chair in the corner of the hotel room. I think he's just going to have to sit and watch. Oh no, he's getting involved. You're not supposed to do that. That wasn't in the contract. Yep, that's what happens.
Yep. Go back to your chair, Matthew. I mean, this is brutal, man.
It is really rough. I mean, they're not going to stop here. They might just go for another set of racks.
Yeah, a minute on the Aegis. Yuma, he's going for the BKB instead of the dagger, which is understandable. Of course, like he cannot deal with his Orchid from the DK and all the spell damage as well. But now BetBoom, they've cleared 7 towers in this game, and they're gonna lose Aegis in a moment, but that's not a problem. They're still controlling the whole map. It's not like they need to end it right now, right? They can just keep stalling. They're growing their gold lead exponentially every minute that passes, so...
Yeah, it doesn't even matter what team has the late game. When you're up by 16,000 at this point in the game, every lineup you have will feel good.
Yeah. Unless you go triple crit.
True. Triple crit Uncle wins these games.
Well, this tower dies so fast.
Dude, the Deso has put in so much work. This is what I mean. Like, he
skewer
doesn't
time.
go for normal build. Yo, it almost was a skewer, but the Orchid on point. Now, Pure is getting taken down, but a huge heal. Yuma wanting to take him down, but he has to run away. That is a
can't do
gotcha
anything.
BKB spend running away from the Monkey King. Now, they are giving a lot of time for Analog to hit. He could get the kill on GPK. No, he gets away at the very last second. What can you do versus Pure? Because Pure will mark a clockwork. Now looking back, maybe even wanting to jump on the sniper, but they'll just back out and keep on taking this tower.
They still have the RP. Oh, shit. That's 2 hits.
Oh my god. Now without anybody else. No, Miro, do not fountain farm them, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. He does so much damage. Everybody on this team does so much damage. Oh, the RP! But barely even brings it back into the base. I don't think that was enough. Oh no.
Oh, he bought a ghost after actually. Did you see that?
Oh wow, yeah, he was prepared.
That was. Damn. Heads up.
That's not even on his quick buy. He did go out and click it. This is merciless. BetBoom are coming in to
defend
fight.
the throne here. There's no RP anymore, no God Strength as well.
I mean, they got bots. The bots are trying. But these are more like easy bots, am I right? That's rough.
Got him.
Got him.
I mean, you can always use back if you don't need to do it, but at the same time, I don't think you can really do it if you're.
Oh, Jesus Christ, KJ. That does so much damage. They're still trying to fight. It's under the bots, but KJ, the damage is overwhelming. He'll die. Matthew dies. And I think Yuma forced back into the fountain, even with his BKB God Strength. He wants to hit someone, but the time is gone. Pure and his team will take this game 1 with fury. And finally, the skewer comes through, but a little bit late for this one. They'll even take the fountain. And GG. Game number 1, well in favor for BetBoom. We got to go back to the drawing board for Heroic because it looked really rough.
I mean, what can you say? This game looks like a complete outclass, right? Really, everything going right for BetBoom, and at the same time, everything going wrong for Heroic. They're losing the first blood top on Yuma, minute 2, and the wave pools fail bottom. Analog wasn't able to get anything done in the mid lane, and just completely solid for BetBoom. This is kind of what you expect from them, right? They're a team of very high caliber players, and this time they show what they can do.
A Blink or a Hurricane Pike, and then you go BKB, right? It's in the kit for him. So, by all intents and purposes, I think this guy could rock on OD.
I think so too, no doubt.
But we're a little bit biased, right? It's a new hero. We don't get to see it very often, so like we wanted to win because we like people who draft in a cool way.
Wait, actually, did you realize that it's KJ on the Tusk and Matthew on the Jakiro?
Interesting.
I wonder if they're gonna lane swap, or is it just they want it to be like this?
Taking a page out of the Avalis book.
Right?
30 seconds.
They're gonna get a smoke up here. Man, my producer's holding me hostage. This is crazy. Let's see. Good smoke up around. All the way around. Man, they are really wrapping this.
The battle begins.
And this is another tie. Do they get? Okay, no, they're still only getting 2 runes. So almost a 3-rune trade. That's good because historically on Tuesdays, when they get 3 runes versus BetBoom, they've actually lost the game most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, they get thrown in 24 minutes.
It's really bad. The stats are not looking good for them. I'm glad they gave up that rune.
Yeah. 42.5% out of 8.
The stats are never in their favor.
Stats don't lie, man.
No shot! GPK actually got that tonight, even
What
after
a
this.
beast.
I mean, that doesn't look good for the lane.
He lost a lot of HP though.
That's true.
GPK is one of those like class OG Conka players. Always so good with the torrents and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, when you're playing into these counters such as the OD or the Tusk, you need to be really good at faking the torrents and however you place the boat, etc. And
Yeah.
he's known to be really good at that, so.
And it's a weird one sometimes with this hero because you are getting a point in your queue so you can keep on like being oppressive versus this Kunkka. But you're not ever getting any mana back, right? So eventually you do kind of have to get this level 3 quick. Every range creep deny matters a lot, and that's a second one because that's more time he won't get his passive to get that mana back. Now, bot side save could go down first. KJ sticking in with it, gets the first kill, and Yuma even stepping forward. Get Miero out and away from his support.
Nice job by KJ. You know, he's one of those fives who are really good and like, in some sense, he's similar to Schofield. He likes to push the edge and stuff. So yeah, definitely heads up, killing save there, utilizing their level 2 advantage. And that's an Orb of Venom on team. I think I saw it right there.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've seen so many more people start to get these like kind of mini items, whether it's the Venom or the Frost. Even if it doesn't build into anything else, they just love that value. Did he get the cancel?
I think he did, right?
Oh my god. That's worth a blood grenade. Some good damage, but Whisper deals with it pretty well himself. It doesn't always feel so easy, but Ursa is one of those heroes that, even in lane matchups you don't think he should do well in, somehow those Fury swipes add up and you still get the kills. Hell, I remember when people would go like really, really aggressive into the Timber Saw and still come out alive in that matchup.
No, Ursa is a really high skill hero, especially in the laning stage, right? You abuse the magic one so well you can do a lot of cheeky plays, and the duration of the Fury swipes is so long, so you always have to be careful with that.
Well, so far things are looking at least a little bit better compared to what we saw last time. Whisper actually has a game, and that's something that we are going to celebrate a lot in this one. But also, Yuma having a fun time here.
It definitely helps having a game when you're a pro gamer.
Oh yes. What do you do if you don't have a game but you're a gamer? Then like, what are you a pro at?
I don't know.
Pro with a spectator, I guess. Oh wait, that's us.
Oh wait, that's us. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, they're taking our jobs, and he's taking his hit too. Oh no.
Whisper doesn't have a game for at least 13 seconds.
He's a caster again. Not like this.
Right, Yuma is actually falling behind a bit in the CS here. Only sitting at 13.
It's terrifying. Under your tower, a Timber and a Rainmaster. This could actually be really rough. He takes the courier away, but then he runs into more trees. Miro's gonna love that if he gets a big whirling death. But yeah, the shards might have actually protected him, but not from the whip. Save getting a kill. Now KJ trying to aggro the creeps away from the tower, and he still gets the flag bearer CS. That was actually really good from him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The Q spell from Ringmaster is so satisfying. So much damage. Oh, Whisper has a game.
Down on the other side.
He's gaming.
He's back. He's back. Oh, he could be even more back. Oh my god, it's so back, Weaver. He's got it.
He's got it. That's actually huge. They're gonna lose a full wave of XP as well.
Is. Yeah. Big damage on the tower. He's able to just like kind of back up and reset. I think the big thing, this mid lane isn't as dominant as I would have expected it, but it is a completely different, I want to say even game since the last time I've seen this matchup frequently.
Yeah, for sure. And I think one of the upsides as well for OD into Kanka is that you're not ever really going to be, you know, it's so hard to bring down an OD as a Kanka. You know, always have to consider the Astral.
They're bringing somebody over. Greenmaster in the mid lane actually leaving Miero by himself, and at this point they know, and they're gonna tell OD, look, somebody's missing. Top side, you should know somebody's missing, and the only thing that means is that OD is getting sandwiched over here in his mid lane. Means down here they're gonna try to get a tell. They even Green Matthew force the TPs back in. Why go to the mid lane when you can just kill somebody else?
Really heads up on Matthew actually, taking the time. You know, Whisper had a really good start in the top lane. It's like he can rotate, and this it's gonna give the potential to maybe go for the Wisdom Shrine. Still a minute to go, but
yeah, I mean, the thing about this Snot Rocket is that usually you think, like, technically when you think about fights over time, Ursa wins. But not with Snot Rocket. You're so slowed. You get so much minus armor. Now this could still be good. They bring over the Kunkka with the Ice Path, helping to create some space, and a huge hammer dropped by Analog. They're going to get the return kill on here. Now they've lost Katayomi. GPK TP'd in for this. He'll even Astro like the very greedy OD that he is and steal the kill from his friends with his banishment.
huge CP from Analog. That didn't look good there for a second for Heroic, but Analog shows up, hammers everybody, and then
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
yeah, there's just no fight in that if you're BetBoom. And
That was a feel-good hammer. Look at everybody's health just disappear.
bam. Holy shit.
Right? That was a lot. Yeah, he was gonna die. These mid laners, man. Looks like they tried to go on Whisper again. He doesn't care and continues to try to aggress on Pure. Now he's got to be careful. He does have Arcane Curse on him, but Matthew's trying to get this kill by himself. Somehow Analog is still here, turning this around on Pure. They'll get the kill. Whisper is still alive, and that is your carry dying 2 times in a row. I know that I hover over the GG button when that happens to me.
I mean, yeah, Pure. He had not the best start, and now it's even worse, right? Yuma on the other parts, he doesn't mind being, you know, left on his own. He can always hit the jungle. He's a Dragon Knight, so.
Yeah. I love how they're like really focusing in on Whisper's lane, especially after last game. They feel good, and yeah, that torrent already silenced up now. Not able to get anywhere close to the shield rune, but look at all of the end he's losing. I don't know if he needed that help. KJ.
That's
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
That's a report.
that's a bit of a momentum killer there, huh?
That's a tower as well. Oh no.
Yeah. So,
Look at the Analog's network. What happened?
yeah, I don't know. I feel like after being a part of the triple kill top, I mean, it should have been good, but to be fair, this is a very farmed Kunkka and Timbersaw. We're only 9 minutes into this one. They're already well above 4K net.
Yeah, Pure is recovering a bit as well. So, I don't know. OD is not a hero that can do the best in terms of recovery, right?
Radiant's
He's got to be ahead. And if they continue on this, it could be rough. KJ just barely misses breaking the smoke. If he was there just a second early, he would have been the one to catch it. But now they still find him. Looks like,
Bit unfortunate there for BetBoom. Couldn't find Yuma, but they're still gonna try to transition into the tower.
They still are, but this is on the trees. Miro, he loves fighting around the trees. Ice Path, not going to connect just yet. They already lose this. Oh, is there enough? No, the save. Keeping Miro, but they're going to double back on the Ice Path, still taking a lot of damage. Now, they've already lost KJ, sure, but it was a trade away for the silencer. Miro trying to get out of this one. No hammer to drop just yet from Analog, and here comes the Ursa, dropping into a stun, now into a banish. Maybe they can still get the kill here. Maybe not on Miro, but on somebody else, on Pure. They're trying to kite this one away. A lot of damage and a huge Ice Bath again. Only reapplying this time on the Ursa. Vo connects on the back side of this one, and finally Analog. I don't know if he wants to walk up this high ground.
Dude, nobody's gonna die. 5 versus 5, minute 10. I guess they lost Kataomi initially.
Yeah, they lost the supports early, but yeah, it's just high ground defense, you know? Anakin was right.
Crazy.
Kind of.
Both teams came here to play. They're so hungry. They really want to make something happen.
This is, again, into the trees. This is very dangerous to fight a Timber in this forest. He gets so much damage off his Whirling Death.
I mean, Whisper is like, I TP'd here. I want to kill somebody.
That is a sunk cost fallacy, by the way. Don't want to do that too often, but they do. Heroic, once again, I feel like defending a safe lane tower they have no business defending. But if they get kills out of it, and then maybe it's okay.
I suppose. I mean, Whisper is out now, so we'll see. BetBoom is gonna try to force this again. Still not ready for 25 seconds.
They see him on a sentry, hitting him, even giving him a little bit of the business, but the silence coming out now. Should be able to get the kill on Yuma here. He just evaporates, and that is a toss coming in to offer his life. At least this time it's only his.
Oh, nice charge.
No, KJ. That was really cool. I don't know if he gets out of this one. Yeah, big punch on the way out, and they'll get the kill.
Well, BetBoom being really decisive, making sure that they get this tier 1 down bottom as well, and they open the mid earlier, as we know. And now the map is kind of theirs.
Yeah. That's the other item. It is the Midas coming out from Analog here. It's the item that you go when you have a rough early start, because you really do need these levels. And at this point, you've gone from playing for minute 15 to maybe minute 50. I don't know if your hero ever comes back in a good way without Blink Hex.
Yeah, no, I agree. And this is the second Midas in a best of 2 for Analog as well.
Oh, that's really not a good stat.
Yeah.
Because he lost that game when he went Midas. So
stats don't lie. GPK going for the blade mail, of course.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like a pretty straightforward Kunkka game, right? You go for that blade mail, and then like everybody else, you go for 3 crit sticks.
All right.
Oh, yeah. It'll be still a pretty good Radiance game. I mean, OD still relies a lot on the right clicks for most of that damage. So versus the DK versus the OD, Radiance is going to be super value.
Yeah, I think so. But I could see him go something else, but like just based on the fact that he has the Ursula Timber, right? But what would that be? Is the question, because there's no Ags build anymore. Like, I think it's just not a thing, right?
Yeah, no, it's cool, but definitely not the build. And oh, Yuma is up here. He is in deep. Where is the team? Oh, that's a huge snowball save. This time, I think actually saving with it. Yuma's still trying to get some kills, but I think at the end of the day, he's gonna die in these trees. And a big hammer though from Analog. He needs these kills. He needs to be a part of this one, but he's gonna get X back into the welcoming arms of GPK. So sure, they take down the Ursa, they take down the silencer. But I don't think they get much more after that one. It's going to be 4 gone and only the Jakiro getting away from this one.
That's rough. I mean, they get Karaomi and Pure, but I don't know. These fights are so hard. Into the Silencer, into the Kunkka. Just have way more spells, right? Way more team fights.
I tell you what, I'm believing in the OD ults, and I still think that lane could have been better. Something has just fallen apart for this team when it comes to this like immediate laning stage. After 7 minutes, just something went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of like some panic leads to one mistake leads to another. They lose a tower and 2, and then OD suddenly doesn't have a game. They always try to recover it by brute forcing, and you know, I get it. They tried to snowball the early game with an OD pick, didn't work. That now you're frustrated. Now you want to recover it. You want to overcompensate, and leads to more disaster. And yeah, I mean, Pure is not doing too well, but Analog is doing way worse.
Yeah, right. Like, even though he's involved in a good amount of kills, I don't think he's actually getting the last hits on all of them. And
it's just not the type of hero that is supposed to like walk around and gank people, right? It's supposed to dominate and control the game this way.
Yeah. I don't know. I genuinely been hankering for this hero to be picked again, because these melee mid laners are so prevalent, and especially with Kunkka. OD is the pinnacle of Kunkka counters in the mid lane, because every part of your kit is good versus Kunkka. Your first 2 spells are great in the laning stage. Your second spell is, of course, great versus X saves. And your hammer is always going to be good versus a Kunkka who has very little mana pool. So it seems like there's nothing left to be desired when you pick this matchup, but I'm not feeling it right now.
Yeah. Well, they are going to get a tower, which is nice.
Yeah.
Potentially setting up to get the next Tormentor, contest. But
could be. I mean, they need a portal right now, kind of set up some vision, and you need to clear out this Bristle and Silencer that's already down here.
Yeah, Karaomi is already setting up here. They're not gonna. Oh, they're gonna find him.
Yep, that's a big kill here. That's the Silence, already down, but even more down now that they've gotten that kill. But here comes the rest of BetBoom. Actually going to buy back on the Silencer, even immediately killing KJ, and they really feel just how important this Tormentor could be. Global will be up by the time that it's up, and they're actually going to be able to take this out of the hands of Heroic.
Yeah, maybe a bit of unnecessary buyback there, but regardless. Oh, nice global.
Really well done, man. He's just looking everywhere.
He was actually
getting the Silence to save. Holy moly!
Pure wasn't actually gonna survive there if it wasn't for the buyback on Karaomi. So kind of pays off there big time, actually.
Yeah. Getting the Tormentor, getting his own shard now is kind of payment for it, and then saving his carry. There's nothing more you can do there.
It's actually still fairly close to his 4-staff considering the buyback, so
Yeah.
everything is well.
So this is the Midas finished out now for the OD. So what do you think should be next up for him? Is it the Hurricane Pike? Is it the Witchblade?
Has to be, right? 4-staff, dagger. At some point you're gonna need a
Yeah.
VKB as well, right? To deal with his global and what have you.
Yeah.
Etc.
I guess if it is OD allowed to be a damage hero just by staying alive? I think the answer is yes. In which case you'd want to go for the 4-staff and the Hurricane Pike because that keeps you alive. If
Kind
not,
of.
then you almost have to go like the Witchblade.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you necessarily need the Witchblade to be effective, but
Yeah.
you're gonna need a lot. You're gonna need like Blink, Pike, and BKB at the very least. Or like to feel super good, right? But then that comes with the question: what is BetBoom gonna have while you're getting that?
Yeah. I mean, BetBoom's heroes definitely get good with gold as much as anybody else. Going to be an Atos coming here for the Ringmaster. Silencer, of course. I feel like every item is either valuable or more gold towards a Refresher and an Aghanim Scepter. I don't know if that's really the same here. Thankfully, Heroics, I think their lineup does well without items on their supports. Their spells alone are going to be good enough to kind of contribute to these fights.
Yeah, I mean, I think a Blink Dagger is pretty the biggest game changer for the Tusk. Everything else is kind of a bonus.
Yeah.
Aghanim's finished on the arrow as well. That means that he's not really gonna get bursted at all. Like there's no dispels or anything, and I think you're not gonna get through this.
Yep. Yeah, that's one of the things. Like sometimes this Timber, it feels like there's too much magic damage in the game, and that's why people aren't picking it up. But obviously Miero is very good at the hero, and he's able to pick up like when it's a good Timber lane, and in this game when there's no dispels in the world, your Ags makes you genuinely invincible.
Yeah. And yeah, he's showing us here. He's sitting at top net worth almost 10k minute 18.
Oh, OD. OD. Technically, because this is a stat camp, he doesn't know that there is another dragon that has been aggroed away. Actually, elite farming by Analog, leaving just a little taste there for Miero so he doesn't come after him. There it is. Yeah, Dragonlance's coming out first, just create some space. Then I'm sure the full Hurricane Pike. It's a really valuable BKB game for everybody in this game. Miero actually doesn't do any damage through the BKB just yet until he gets his shard, so I still like this BKB. What in the hell is this TP?
Oh no.
I feel vindicated.
Oh, they have
really
a duel
do.
for the Timber Axe.
Oh, they do, yeah, and now they have a lot of damage, so maybe that's what they were trying to do here, but with this Bristleback gone, you're just on an island. Oh, no.
Well, that was optimistic. I will say that. And now that leaves you... Pure's gonna TP over for the Roshan, I think. Yep. They're going straight into the pits.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That was just not the TP.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because, like, yeah, with the Yules, I think that we've actually demystified this Aghanim Scepter on Miero. It actually doesn't feel that important anymore, but I mean, TPing into the trees, the Timber there, that's still pretty good.
Oof, that hurts. I mean, that was never gonna be a fight in any sort of universe. Even if you bring 5 there, it's not gonna end well. Like, just gonna be more feed. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Heroic, they feel flustered right now.
And I mean, somehow you've still got to get items on these cores. Now, Yuma having the Mage Slayer, love this item for him. Bristleback, Blade Mail, of course, is about as good as it gets without just having a BKB. I know he's going for the Yule Scepter now on himself, and that is good versus the Ursa. Like, Yule's, for everybody this game, could be an item. But at the end of the day, like, Miero is the one that's ripping through you and genuinely making it so you can't play the game anymore. So I don't know how you play without the BKB item.
Yeah, it's true. You're really gonna need it. This Mage Slayer is not gonna be enough. There's way too many damage sources coming out of the Bedlam team. Oh, that's a nice jump.
Stun, finding the silencer and the Ursa, punching him into the sky, and now they have the Yules on the Ursa after he presses the enrage. Unfortunately, he's hypnotized on Yuma, but he ends the hypnotize outside of the shards. Maybe he's okay. Never mind. Pure jumped on him exactly on the mark, gets the kill. Now they'll find Matthew, so it's a nice double, trading away for the silencer. I'm gonna say that might not have been worth it.
I mean, you get the dieback on Karaomi, but yeah.
I suppose.
At what cost? It's not like it matters for BetBoom, right?
Yeah. All that matters to them is that they got another kill on the Ursa.
Yeah.
And, although I do like their items again, like these Yule Scepters are going to be imperative for their game.
KJ actually sold their Wisdom Shrine. But Whisper
nice.
is trouble. Potentially.
Yeah.
Kind of think twice about it. They don't have the boat ready for another half minute.
Are they?
Okay, Mira's here.
Yeah, but he missed one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he dragged him back immediately. Oh, didn't expect that one from Whisper. So ends up using himself after he had landed. Yeah, about the worst thing that could have happened. Really well done there from GPK to kind of fake him out.
Oh, they see KJ too.
Honestly, really nice shards, and he is not going to be able to snowball away from that one. Even the tide bringing him back in. AJ will try to make some space with this one, but I think after this snowball, it'll be the last amount of space that he makes. There you go. +3 because of the shard as well.
Damn. GPK is owning this game as well. I mean, Mira and GPK are really just putting up a clinic here.
Yeah, this is one of the harder games to own as well versus the OD. I know that the OD kind of got dumped, but it's still not an easy matchup. Now, Dave coming through, dodging actually every single part of this lineup, and then getting the blink away afterwards. Now, that's why we had the OD. How much does it matter afterwards, though? Really nice stun. Layering stuns maybe afterwards. They will have the escape act and the silence, so a lot used, and the tidal wave will push back Heroic potentially to end this fight. Nero, oh, he still wants to go in though. Yuma sitting in the trees, it's a dangerous spot for him. GPK will get the hammer, but it's as if nothing ever hit him. As Analog, it feels like nothing happened, and now Whisper, he's feeling the pressure. They're going right on him, getting another kill here. Now the action Miero, nobody's able to get the Yules to take it off. He's sitting in the trees with Yuma, and Yuma is a scared man. Has to back away from that Timber Saw, and they'll continue to push forward on BetBoom.
I mean, they dodge everything with Astral there, right? The boat, a full round of Timber Spells, but it doesn't matter. They just don't have enough. Like, Pure isn't even there for the beginning of that, 21st seconds of the fight. But yeah, I don't know. It's so hard when you're this far behind.
Yeah, there's not a one-size-fits-all item. I know I really want the BKBs, and I do think it'll help. That doesn't magically change the trajectory of this game, though.
Yeah, it's just these heroes on BetBoom, they're so tanky, right? Unless you're getting the supports first, and bringing down the course is not going to be easy. And then even if you're doing it, it's like any misstep, and you're just going to be toast to this Timber Saw on the hero.
Do they have pretty good high ground defense? Is there maybe going to be a high ground server from BetBoom that we're not taking into account? I feel like their tower heading isn't too great.
Nah, it's not. It's not. But and Heroic's hold is actually fairly decent. But it's like, what is going to stop BetBoom from just keep building this lead, right? That's what I'm worried about for the Heroic.
They don't have to go high ground.
Yeah, and Yuma is like, he's kind of playing this utility DK kind of skidder mode, which is, is fitting for the draft and the game that they have with the OD, but it's not going to help him farm and, escalate later on into the game.
Save. Reading it like a book, knowing that something's going to happen here, because, at the rate that this game has been going, any hungry core should be showing up on that bot wave.
Well, they're looking for something.
Yeah, with nobody showing on the wave, this is very telegraphed. Very, very telegraphed.
Yeah, and it's nighttime as well now,
both,
so they're going to have to rely on
Ugh.
observers if they want to find something.
This is rough.
Well, BetBoom, of course, reading it properly. They're going to stack up as 5, doing the smart thing.
Yeah, and they may even take a Tormentor. I mean, it's here. They're playing together. That's all they really need. And honestly, I feel like Heroic, maybe if they truly wanted to fight, maybe missing an opportunity not being here, but I don't think they wanted to take a 5v5.
Yeah, they just wanted a quick pick off.
You got to deal with waves, and it's hard on their team because they don't have any illusion hero or summons hero or something to just kind of be back there and show on that wave. But without it, and BetBoom are going to read those every day.
Yeah, it's just way too telegraphed when all the waves are pushing into your base. It's like, well, what could they be doing if they're not farming anything, you know?
Yeah. See Yuma here. Yuma does have the blink dagger, so he's got some fast fingers, but a really quick whip there from Save, even tossing down the wheel because why not? They take away some int, take away his camp. He's going to be gone for 40 seconds.
GPK already looking for something, but Matthew is in the mid lane.
Yeah, I like his build. A lot of ice path, love the Yules, but unfortunately, the Shakiro is not a end-all be-all on this one.
Yeah.
What's Whisper got right now? What's the bristleback close to any items that change this one?
I mean, he's working on his BKB, but as you said, it's hard to tell if it's going to be enough, and now Analog is in so much trouble.
He can delay this, but that's all it's going to be. I believe that is a BKB, though, from the Ursa. You can maybe call that a trade, but still not in your favor if you're heroic.
Yeah.
And they're definitely feeling the pressure right now on heroic. There's no way they're ever going to give up on this game because this could be their elimination game if they fall again, and nobody is down there with them. So they really have to muscle up and somehow get back into this game. But even if it is the high ground defense, as you said, they don't have to do it. They don't have to go high ground at any point on BetBoom. They can just continue to stranglehold the map.
Yeah, and the longer the game prolongs like this, it's just going to be more disheartening for heroic, right? Like at some point you're gonna feel like, guys, it's not working out. It's not like you have some crazy comeback or late game hero or timing or anything of the likes.
Yeah.
It's literally just let's pray and hope we get a decent fight at some points. But
yeah. I mean, you do have a good tri-core. I'll give them that. If somehow we could fast forward this game another 30 minutes, I'm sure that they could find some favor.
Yeah.
But
depends how much the goal lead change.
Right, yeah. Well. A good tri-core 40,000 gold down is still not going to win.
Yeah.
Right. Smoke up under their ward. They find GPK. Big stun. He got the blade maul off though, and now they have the escape. They also have the silence to get him out of here. How do you take this fight in the second round? As it extended so far, it is well in BetBoom's favor. Now they'll try to change over to Whisper. He just wants save and he can't get it. It'll be 2 side lane cores going down. Chalk up a support as well. KJ will give one punch and run away.
Power of Ringmaster.
Should be. Yeah.
Imagine if that was a Murta. That's all. Why I can appreciate so much why they're prioritizing the Ringmaster right now. It just has so much utility. Such a good killer. Just better in almost every aspect.
It's so good. Everything that he needs to do in this one. It was good harass in the laning stage. It's good save, and even the team fight throwing down the wheel has been very fortunate for them. And although your high ground siege isn't great, just stack up 3 cores because there's nobody that can hold a candle to you in this mid lane right now. Oh, that is on the ward. Oh, no, he doesn't die here. Oh, he's totally going to die here. Oh, there's a little bit more damage. He's ticking down, and oh my god.
I think you can go back in if you're BetBoom now. You see Analog on top lane as well.
Yeah? No, they have beautiful wards all over the space. I mean, one just got dewarded, but they have another one down here just to see when everybody leaves this gate. It's really well done. Now they find save. Do they have the stun and damage for save? I'm not sure.
Well, regardless, he's gonna read it. So
yeah.
BetBoom very
I feel bad
cohesive.
for Whisper. I feel like this was the first time he actually had a chance to play this game, and just nothing is going right for the rest of the team.
Yeah. I mean, BetBoom, they're just so cohesive, right? They're always going in together, backing out together. I feel like they're definitely on the same page. They really want to make it out of these groups.
Yeah. Dude, these throwing knives, constantly sussing out the opponents. We have 4 heroes on a very large killing spree right now on BetBoom. Gold on the map, you know, it'll be a lot of gold if they end up getting those kills.
That is true, but the question is, how do you get them? Now there's going to be ADs as well for Pure once more.
Okay, but they know? They know we're close though.
That's the banner as well. That will help with the siege a lot if they decide to take that route. They could also do the Yuma smoke on BetBoom.
True. Go wrap around one of these racks. I mean, it would have to go through mid, I guess, but
yeah.
Still
well, since the lane is open, you could technically do it.
Yeah.
Oh no, Yuma.
Did he get out in time? Oh, he did not blink in time. How did he get stunned? Oh, there is. Oh god, that is a basher.
Abyssal even.
Oh, that's a full abyssal. My god.
This item change is so
one
nice.
more farmers.
KJ is gonna die as well.
Oh, but Miero doesn't have a basher. How does he die?
He has a Lotus Orb.
Yeah, that might be worth enough. Get themselves another kill. Just kind of clear out the map, making sure there's no more wave cutting going on. They just want to go right up this high ground without any other distractions. So now, I don't know. This is a hard one. Flick up the high ground. Pure is feeling pretty comfortable being able to do that.
Yeah, how are you gonna stop them? There's no DK form for Yuma as well now.
No. They're smoking up. They're trying to wrap around, but I don't think any angle really helps out in this one.
Yeah, I mean, you would want to find a silencer really, but is that even gonna change anything? No, they're gonna try.
Wow. Okay.
If they can get saved.
Go through mid. Yeah. And Katayomi. I mean, this is it.
Nice
But the
combo.
silence immediately up the high ground. He popped the BKB, but I don't think he had the toggle, so he's still not hitting. Now Yuma in danger, trying to get the force step away, but he's still on a ward. Can he get out of this one? No! He gets caught out by Kunkka's stun. He'll go down. The wheel is sitting right on top of Analog. He'll try to get himself a little bit more time, but this is so much going on. Matthew to fall. OD drops one more hammer, but the supports will take him out. It's GG. Game 2 going to BetBoom as well. A dominant series for them going into day 3.
Dude, that was such a fast reaction on the global there for Katayomi. As immediately as the smoke breaks, no hesitation. Globals and curses, 3 of them, and yeah, BetBoom just putting up a